1 year after the demise of Miss Moradeun Balogun, who died after being attacked and stabbed by thieves on her way back from work, parents, friends, and families have come together to establish a foundation in her honor. Moradeun Balogun Purple Elephant Foundation, a non-profit foundation whose sole aim is to bridge the gap in the healthcare system in the country. The goal of this foundation is to draw attention to the deficiency in providing emergency and first aid services to individuals in the country. And as you all know, a cold blog is here at this event to give you minute by minute details as the event unfolds. Do stay with us.
So compatriots, Nigeria's call obey.
There is practically no one who has not heard of an incident of assault, robbery or mugging where the victims have died as a result of the refusal of the hospitals to treat them until a police report is produced. After the unfortunate mugging of Moradeun Balogun, a vivacious and enterprising young lady, by armed robbers in Lagos on the 2nd of December 2019, and the subsequent refusal by hospitals to treat her without a police report, which led to her death, friends, family, colleagues and associates decided to come together and launch the Moradeun Balogun Purple Elephant Foundation in memory of her death.
It was traumatic. It was painful. It was unimaginable. For your daughter to leave home in the morning and say, bye-bye, daddy, I see you. By 7 o'clock, she was dead. And she called you by 4 o'clock, daddy, I will soon be home. And for you, when you're going to the hospital to find out what happened, and she was telling you on the phone, say, daddy, are you coming? I said, yes, I am dying. That was the last thing she said. Daddy, I am dying. First of all, what we need to do, we should be each other's brothers and sisters. It amazes me. It amazes me. When something happened, the first thing we bring out is our to take picture, rather than giving a helping hand. A timely helping hand can save life. And then we should be more humane. When she got to the hospital, the people were lackadaisical about it. She could have been saved. She was the one that brought out her ATM and said, look, this is my ATM if you want money. But they did it. And that's one of the reasons that prompted us to set up this foundation.
We'll do our best. It's a very large, it's a very big assignment. No individual can achieve all of this, but since our health system is failing us, the government is failing us, we just have to do our best in a little way we can to help and, to help and make sure that we don't lose lives that could have been saved, prevented, So we just do our best, the little we can. We intend to really go out of our way to achieve so much. We intend to look into partnership with organizations, that has this same interest, home and abroad, internationally, seeking for grants and assistance. So that, and that was why I approached the Red Cross, the stakeholders in situations like this to partnership with, and God being on our side, we will get there.
A medical practitioner, whether you are an international medical practitioner or not, or a local, you should know that your responsibility as a professional medical person, your ethic is to need to be applied by saving that person before you begin to ask questions. For God's sake, enough of asking questions, asking for police reports. A lady for that matter was stabbed, and a hospital in Lagos State is asking for police report. What would that hospital use police report for instead of doing your professional job to save that life? And it's happening all over. I think something must be done. Our law must be reviewed. Our ethic in our professions must be looked into.
Basically, to keep at it and to not let Moradeun die for nothing. And whatever we can do as individuals, whether it's financial, whether it's moral support, that everybody should pitch in and make sure that her memory is honored.
Mrs. Okpeolu Balogun, the mother of Moradeun, is from Odumola, which is in the Ekpe division of Lagos State. Honorable Wale Raji is the member of the House of Representatives representing Ekpe Federal Constituency. So that explains the relationship and, of course, in his involvement, not only as a father, but also as a parliamentarian. And Ekpe Federal Constituency has been blessed with his wisdom and with his commitment towards making life more meaningful for his constituents. So it is therefore not surprising that he took Moradeun's case as a personal one. So what he did was that he paid a courtesy call upon hearing about the unfortunate situation. He paid a courtesy call on the Balogun's residence, the family at their Ojudu's residence. And there he assured them that he will present their case to the House. So about 3 or 4 days later, at the sitting of the House of Representatives, he presented the case, drawing the attention of the nation to the unfortunate incident. Most importantly, he condemned the act, the fact that the poor lady was refused treatment based on police report, and consequently she died as a result of massive loss of blood. So, but not only that, he also moved a motion directing the Inspector General of Police to launch an investigation, which has also resulted in the arrest of the assailant. And of course, they observed 1 minute of silence. So talking about justice, he was not done. He was determined to make sure that Moradeun is able to get the justice that she truly deserves. So what he now did was that he also moved another motion to sponsor another bill that will be an expansion of the existing bill. Remember that there's an existing law, okay, which is the compulsory treatment and care of victims of gunshot of 2017. So, of course, there are a lot of deficiencies in that bill. So what he wants to do is expand upon it, not only to cover victims of gunshot, but of course victims of all robbery incidents, trauma cases. So the bill now has gone through the first reading, the second reading, of course waiting for the committee approval, and of course go through all the stages before it eventually becomes the law of the land. That will have been a major step, a major accomplishment in seeking justice for Moradeun. And that is the only thing we can do at this point to keep our memory alive, to seek justice, besides the fact that we are launching the foundation today, which is, of course, the goal of the foundation is to sensitize the members of the public about the need for emergency response, and, of course, to adequately staff our hospitals with personnel that will truly know how to handle trauma cases. CPR is one of them. So until we're able to do that, and then with what he's doing now, and the launching, I think it will go a long way to provide reprieve for the family of Moradeun. It's not enough to get the child back, but of course to give them justice, and that's the best you can do now.